Welcome back, everyone. I'm Chance.
And I'm Robert.
And this is the Cigar Gospel. Today we're going to be doing a cigar review over the Oliva Serie 135th anniversary.
Alright, so this is a sun-grown Habano wrapper from Ecuador.
Okay.
And this has also got a Nicaraguan binder and filler. The thing with this one is it's a limited run.
Yeah.
So the 135th actually stands for the years that, what's his name?
Melania Oliva.
Yeah, was growing tobacco, right?
In Cuba. Yeah. Because the company Oliva itself is only like 30 years old or so, but the family has been growing tobacco for 135 years now. They're kind of like the Plasencia family.
Yeah.
You know, been growing tobacco for a long time. A relatively new company. I know Oliva is older than Plasencia as a company, but same type of deal. Man, this is a good cigar. Robert picked these up for us. It's a good looking cigar. I have not smoked this yet. I smoked some other Oliva Serie V's, and man, all of them are really good. To me, it's their best cigar that Oliva offers. I've never had anything else that good by them personally.
I haven't smoked any Oliva, so this will be my first one.
Really?
Yeah,
man.
So I'm excited, dude. I'm really excited to smoke an Oliva.
It's got a nice little wrapper at the end, or band at the end. It says 135. Presentation, I don't actually know the size, but it looks like it's a 50 ring gauge where the cap is at to smoke, but it just thins out into this smaller ring gauge at the front. I don't know what you would call this. It's very interesting to know.
Yeah.
I've never seen a cigar like this though, personally.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. I mean, it's a limited edition, so you pull out all the stops, but I'm excited to light this one up today.
Yeah, initial presentation, very beautiful cigar, so I'm excited to get into it. I'm gonna just cut this in a traditional cut.
Yeah, same.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Once again,
Cuban crafters.
Cuban crafters. I'm more of a gold man.
Yeah, he had to one-up me. Get a nice looking blue and gold, but you know what? That's all right. This is a classic right here.
Classic.
Oh, nice cut. One cut, and it's got nice and loose. You can tell this thing's gonna have an amazing draw.
Cold draw. See what we get.
I'm not a big cold draw fan personally. This guy loves cold draw and everything. I usually just light up and go.
Just a little earthy tone.
Yeah.
That's about what I got.
I usually get the same. You see reviews where people get like 10 taste notes on the cold draw and stuff. I don't personally do that or get that, but hey, who knows? Maybe you will. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. Like a figurado almost at the front, but I mean, that's not the size. I'm really curious to see how the draw is going to be going from this small size through. I've had the small size through fat, but back through small. I've never had this small big, you know, so this will be interesting.
Oh, wow. What's your initial notes on it?
It's got spice right off the back, which most cigars start spices always in the front. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm getting just spice and a hint of vanilla. It's actually a lot sweeter than I expected it to be. But when you look at this cigar, you think it's going to be just full on punch you in the mouth. Even though it's a sun-grown.
Wow.
But, man, it's pretty good.
It really is.
The draw is great. I didn't know how it was going to draw, but, man, it draws pretty damn good.
Really good.
Yeah, man, this is good.
I think for me, really getting like a nuttiness type of note. That's my main note that I'm getting. I'm getting that pepper that you said as well.
What type of nut are you getting?
If I had to put it on something, it may not be nutty. It may be more like a cedar.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I can kind of see that a little bit more right now. Yeah. We're also drinking today. Robert recommended this Russell's Reserve Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey Single Barrel. I thought you had a rye.
I finished that one.
Oh, okay. Alcoholic. But
hey, don't be judging me, bro. You know what kind of job, but let's get a toast here, bro.
All right.
Toast.
Here's never had this.
To the Oliva family. What do you think, bro? What's that initial?
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It's actually distilled by Wild Turkey. That's what it says on the back. Yeah. Non-chill filtered bourbon whiskey. 55% alcohol. Ooh, Lord.
Yeah, that's a pretty hefty drink.
Yeah, this ain't messing around, is it?
No, not at all.
Okay, that's what we're getting down with today. I see.
Absolutely.
It's pretty good, though, so far. Robert, I was like, how do you like it? He said with ice, so I said, all right, I give it a try. And man, it's pretty smooth. I'm not going to lie to you. I see how it tastes now with the cigar again. It actually complements very well with the cigar. Sometimes whiskey and cigars don't complement as well as you might think, in my opinion. Too much spice.
Absolutely.
But no, that's very good. All right, man, I'm excited. Well, we're going to come back once we get to a little bit after the first third and let y'all know our new notes and how this whiskey's going down.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back. It's me, Robert, and I'm here with Chance. We're down to
We finished the first third, in the middle somewhat.
Yeah.
It's a pretty damn good cigar so far. I really enjoy it, especially for a $10 price point. Can't beat that.
Phenomenal, actually.
So we did find out this size is considered a perfecto, the tapered foot. It's a 5.5 by 54. I thought it was a 50, but it's a 54. It doesn't feel like a 54, I guess, because the tapered foot.
Yeah.
Just been smoking this and drinking some Russell's Reserve and enjoying. Man, it's been a great experience. What are your tasting notes, Robert?
Well, I'm getting kind of a sweet spice, man. A really sweet spice. I got a little spice in the back of my throat. Nothing too overbearing. Y'all know me, I don't really like spice, but it's like a sweet spice. If I had to describe it, maybe like a cinnamon or something like that. And then the beverage we're drinking is actually pairing really well with it, helping to bring out some of the flavors and even kind of smooth it out a little bit. For me, the burn is pretty even throughout it. Ash is very nice. The airflow is still great.
Yeah, great draw.
Yeah, so I don't really have any complaints.
I'll tell you what.
I tell you what.
When you finish that first third, it picks up this like creaminess flavor I did not expect, and it does have this sweet spice. Like it is cinnamon. Now that he said it, that's what I taste as well. But you get this creaminess, but you always get this spice, but it's not like a pepper spice.
Yeah.
There's still pepper there because it kind of sits in the back of your throat a little bit, but when you retrohale, the pepper doesn't go through as much as the cream and like the cinnamon. Small hints of coffee, but definitely for sure I've had nuts, cinnamon, nothing too crazy, but it's very consistent. The burn has been great, the draw is great, and it pairs very well with the Russells. I'm enjoying it so far. If you can get your hands on this, I highly recommend you do so far.
I think we'll come back when we get to about the last portion of
the last third. Yeah,
and then we'll let y'all know how we feeling. I tell you what. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back. We're down to
we finished the first third, in the middle somewhat.
Yeah. All right, welcome back, guys. We are at the final portion of this Oliva
Serie 135.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, bro, how has it been? How has your experience been?
And the surprising thing about this cigar, honestly, was the unexpected creaminess that just kept coming in full. Like, we smoked a Louisiana, a Pyrenees or whatever, and I thought that was going to be extremely creamy.
Yeah.
I honestly think this had more creamy feeling. I don't know, man. It's a great experience. The spice definitely was sitting in the back of the throat midway through, but when you retrohaled, you didn't get that pepper spice. You got that cinnamon and creaminess. And it's been a pleasant smoke the whole time. I can't believe the cigar's only $10. Like, I honestly can't.
Yeah, it's a really good cigar. How's the burn and stuff been for you?
Good. I only had to touch it up once. And that's just because I like to have it a little bit even burn. It wasn't that bad where it honestly needed to be touched up. I just do that shit sometimes.
Yeah.
And especially with this whiskey, it's a really good pairing. I'm actually shocked. I did not think that this bourbon was going to be as smooth as it was. Now with 55% alcohol.
I'm glad I can enlighten you.
Yeah, it's always the other way around. So,
yeah.
What are your tasting notes, man?
Well, starting out, I had that kind of that nutty that I described, which was more of a, like, I deemed it to be like a cedar flavor to me.
Yeah, I understand.
And there was a little bit of spice in the beginning, and then towards the middle, I had that cinnamon, kind of a sweet spice, if you will. I did have some spice sitting in the back of the throat, but it wasn't anything unbearable for me. I didn't cough. I didn't do any of that. Yeah, give me a pat on the back. But the burn has been great, and the draw has been great, and the smoke for me has been great. So I really don't have any complaints on this cigar. Surprisingly, a very good cigar. This is my first Oliva, so this is a good start for me, and I think it's going to be a very good experience with the rest of them. So I want to ask you.
Go ahead, big dog.
I want to know your rating, and would this make it in your humidor?
Okay, we're making it in my humidor? Absolutely. It's an incredible cigar. Problem is it's a limited run. I know our local cigar shop is out of stock, I believe.
Yeah.
There's some places online. I think Cigars International had a box still. By the time this comes out, maybe not.
Maybe not.
It's only 180,000 cigars made, to my understanding, what I saw.
Yeah, I know it was a limited run for sure.
So, yes, this would definitely make it in my humidor 100 out of 100. Easily for $10. Yeah, there's no doubt. Rating? Man, this cigar, at least a 91.
Okay.
honestly. Possibly a 92 because that creaminess was so unexpected. And now that I'm a big fan of that creaminess smoke, you know, and it's just paired well with whiskey. And if a cigar can pair well with a bourbon, I usually say that's a pretty good cigar because I'm more of a beer and coffee pair, you know, so I really enjoyed it. What about you?
Like I said, the experience has been pleasant throughout. And for me, if a cigar checks all the boxes for me, it's gonna rank pretty high for me. One of the biggest things is the price point, $10. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely making it in my humidor, and I'd probably keep a couple stick. But rating wise, I think I'm gonna give it about a 90, 91.
Okay.
Right in between a 90, 91. If I had to pick a number, I'm going with a 91. So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a 91 for me, and it's just been great. I wish that they made this every
Yeah,
you know?
this is their regular cigar.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It really would.
Did you get any fruit notes?
I did not, and maybe that's just because my palate isn't developed or anything, but I did not. What about you?
This last Retro Hell, I felt like it was a fruit note, and I hope I'm not confusing it with the creaminess almost, but it was sweet. So when I'm calling it creamy, I'm not sure if it's this creaminess like coffee creamer.
Yeah.
It's only on the Retro Hell. Usually with creamy, you can kind of taste it in the mouth a little bit. I don't get that in the mouth, but it's some type of sweetness. The cigar is much more sweeter than I expected. That's why I was curious to ask you. It's a very sweet cigar.
Yeah.
And it has enough spice and a nice punch.
Definitely a great cigar.
Hands off to Gilberto, Oliva, and the family for doing what they did. This is phenomenal. If you can get your hands on this cigar, then go for it. You will not regret the decision to buy the Oliva Serie 135th Anniversariado. I don't even know if I said that right, but yeah, you ain't gonna go wrong with that.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna try to say limited edition in Spanish because I'll butcher it.
Yeah. That being said, guys, that's the end of this review. We definitely appreciate y'all joining us and sticking around to the end. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe because we'll be having plenty more videos, not just cigar reviews, coming out in the near future.
If you haven't seen and you want to know how to light and cut a cigar, go watch our previous video. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all very much.